Let me show you how to create this sound with Quadra. Okay, let's create our own preset, our own sound with Quadra, the new UVI library. It's designated as Quadra muted and harmonics, and I'm going to load the init basic no arp here, so if you want to follow together. And this is how it sounds out of the box. And before we even layer more sounds, let's go through the different settings that we have for this A layer, and then we'll continue. So all these layers are identical in terms of the features. We have the sound. You click the title here. You have the categories. Right now I'm on electric guitars, Strat harmonic pick. This is what we have. And then we have arpeggiators, which I'll come back to in a moment. Then we have the key ranges. So you can decide for each of the layers which keys are going to be triggering that. So right now it's spread across the entire keyboard for me, but I can definitely drag this down here and decide that this is going to be just these keys. Pretty cool. So I'm going to spread that across again. And then we have octave, and we have the reverb and delay sends. Pretty cool. And then of course I can leave all settings and just change the sound here, and we can select classical strings here. Right, and then I can also engage the arp. So I'm gonna just click this, and we have a selection of ready-made presets here. So we can just go for chords and campfire. Let's listen to that. And now if you want to go even deeper and you want to have more control over the sound and over the arpeggiator, you just click this icon here and you get the more advanced view. So right now I'm on the sound view, and you can see that we have amplitude. This is the overall envelope, the amplitude envelope. Then we have filter, we have pitch voicing, and with some presets here. And then we also have the spread. This is really if you have more unison, so you can have a little bit of detune and spreading of the voices across the stereo field. Then we have some expressions and MIDI effects. So I can add some tremolo, clicking this. And we have drive and so on. So you need to experiment with that. That's a lot of fun. And of course, we also have a filter here. I'm not going into much details right now. So then we have the arpeggiator. So this is the arpeggiator. This is the settings, and we can see the preset campfire, that what we chose before. I can change that to something else. Let's go for experimental, just the first one. Right, and you can see that we have these slots here, and we have pages, so I can go on and on through the pages. And this is the velocities, so I can just turn on and off the notes. I can also change the maximum velocity here, number of steps, the rate, and gating. Right, and then we have some more features here, like the pitch, octaves, the gating for each of the slots here. Then we have repeats, and we have panning. So I can actually send some of the notes to the left, some of them to the right. This is pretty cool. So that's the arpeggiator main view, and then below here we have some more very interesting stuff. We have the Euclidean emphasis, which again I'm not going into much detail. That will help us create more interesting patterns according to the Euclidean patterns, and we can set the amounts. And we have some MIDI effects to have some pitching. And then we have speed, and we have decay, ramp, and so on. I'm not going into much details here, and we just want to get started with creating our own kind of layer sound. So explore that in in a different video. But for now, that's enough. Let's go back to the main view. We have this icon here, this button here, and we're back into the main view. So this is how you just design the sound for one layer. And now the fun begins. We can actually enable the other layers and create our own sound. So let's go and do that. Okay, so now that we got the basic idea, let's create our own sound here. So I'm going to select something else here. Let's select again the electric guitar. I'm going to get this Strat muted long, and let's listen to that. And let's enable the ARP. And now let's enable the layer B. So now I'm going to select something else. Let's get acoustic guitar here, just a still. Let's listen to that one, and I can solo this. And together. Pretty cool. Next, let's enable the C layer, and we can change that to something like keyboard, and we'll get studio. Let's get this J chorus. All right, let's listen to that. Enable the arpeggiator and select something like really basic stuff like bass line. Let's get floating and listen to that in solo. And now I can actually set this to -1 octaves. And let's listen to everything together. Now I can also set the volume here for the C layer, just to get it in the back. Next, let's enable layer D. So in layer D, I want to have something melodic, something that I can actually play with. So I can select, let's say world. Let's see what we have here. And we have all kinds of world instruments. Let's try this Quinnan muted. Let's listen to that in solo. Nice. And now let's have everything together. Okay, so that was creating some sounds with Quadra. I hope you enjoyed this one. Of course, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm uploading new stuff all the time, and leave comments or questions. I'll be happy to answer as quickly as I can. You can also follow me in Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. All of these will be in the description of this video. I'm gonna put the links there. And that's it. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.